to the lawyer and the lust demon. The Lawyer and the Lust Demon is my favourite Disney knockoff.
How could you sing that from your angle? How do you know she was a defendant?
She had girlish physique. Women know these things. I'm gonna actually hold my fucking water because I need it. There's only one person that's seen the crime of a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. Why did you say yep, he's right?
Because I don't want to make anyone hate me.
Listen, no matter what you do, everyone's gonna hate you, okay?
You gotta know when to push. She dodged? Dodged what?
How? How do you know that too?
How do you know it was my client?
Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? That testimony stinks! What? What? I don't stink!
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay. If you'd really witnessed my client, my FA, you'd have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique.
Oh, D.
No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me.
It definitely does look far from normal.
However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. Yes, we do. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. So did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? That is your real name.
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all that trifling little details were necessary. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Don't do that again. I have a wife. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, took the first chair and ran off to the right. Then the girl on the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock. Oh, that kind of statuary clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not star you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I get the feeling you already know what's up.
Well, she dodged to the right. I don't get how she would have seen her in that window.
Really? You don't know what's up here? I know for a fact I got it instantly on my first time.
Well, you're a fucking genius, man. I'm happy for you.
Of course! I remember that spiky hair anyway. Very well, continue. I'm gonna just give you a small hint that you're not on the right track. There was a glaring flaw in what she said. And you missed it. Should have had it like that, man. Come on!
Can you fucking stop so I can actually listen to it?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue.
I missed that.
It's easy. It's easy. I saw it, I did. Dun, 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 dun. I see. What sort of weapon was it?
That clock, the kind of statuary clock. The thinker, I think.
Really? You hit the wrong button, I think. You didn't press it. Wait, serious?
Didn't it?
Are you serious?
Man. Oh no, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean
God
that.
fucking damn
I
it,
don't know if
Phil!
you pressed right, it went back. Okay.
Can you do it right this time?
Victim dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Was it there?
What are you doing? No, that's not it.
But the broken glass was to the left.
It's not. Did you seriously not? What is she? Examine what she said with. Well, you didn't even press the one about the clock. Are you serious?
You said sometimes you have to press it again.
Oh, for fuck's sake, present the clock, Phil.
Fuck, man. Like, you're making this game straight up unenjoyable when you do this shit.
You are not going to be able to beat through this game on your own. I'm sort of glad I'm here now. Did you not remember the fact that she was in the building next door? And couldn't have possibly known that it was...
Maybe it was common knowledge that there was a clock.
Except there's only 2 of those thinker clocks in the universe, Phil.
Yeah, but it was a big trial before. It might have been in the papers.
No.
We don't know.
You're not thinking that way. If you think that way, then you're not playing it right. Is basically the whole point. It'll tell you if it's in the papers. Okay, there's no assuming. Taking everything at face value, in most cases, is probably... In most cases, you take things at face value.
That was close.
So what happens now? Ugh. Okay, here's my question for you. Did you even think of presenting the clock? Or not?
No, I thought it was a possibility, but I was more concerned with how she saw it from her room. Because you kind of identified that from where she was.
Details. Hey, I didn't say that. I heard it from my hotel room. Dolores is a fake. She could have easily heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you sad? Are you sad?
No, Your Honor.
I mean, both are right. Well, this is the proof you need.
Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really heard. What? On what grounds?
Well, the trivial matter was no back to erring on the case at hand. Indeed,
What?
objection sustained. You hit the wrong one, basically, I think. Although both are technically right, actually. Because, on one hand, she couldn't have heard it because it couldn't have run. I've actually never seen that dialogue before.
Just take a look right now.
I keep forgetting to do voices. Anyway. It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clock. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain the...
It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have run. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May,
Tisk tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? It was after the witness heard the clock. Then there is no contradiction. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that's exactly what happened, Your Honour. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course.
I have proof.
What?
Well, I was listening. The evidence that proves when the clock was removed is...
What is it? You can check it by pressing X, by the way, I think. Or was it A? Whatever it was the right one. You have a girly phone.
Wait. This is my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. Recording the conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
You pick out the girly phone. Order! I love this sprite. The defendant's cell phone?
Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
Grr. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for this big fella. Let's hear the conversation.
Oh! That's lame. She had to take out the clockwork.
Your Honour, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at the hotel.
Yes.
Well, Miss May, would you like to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What is it? Whoops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the offence have any objections to this?
What?
Do you have an objection? What is it?
Made by Larry Potts.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that he is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores!
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse.
Do.
Oh, excuses are on sale today.
Ooh. What's it to you, porcupine head? A stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? If she did it, she should die for it. Die! both get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law. Let's remain calm. You go so fast I can't do your voices.
I guess I did. Tee wink.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth in the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because the witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor.
Yeah.
There's no other way she could have known to think it was a clock. I can show you the proof.
What's the proof, Phil? Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Good job. You're getting it now.
Have a look at this.
Ah, who that?
I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim. Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not?
She gets so mad. Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
Yeah, fuck off.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It shows me that a witness was in possession of a wiretap. Oh, this is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not.
Yeah, it says I took out the clockwork.
What?
Proof said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... Well,
It's obvious, Phil. Just do it.
she fucking said it. I was at the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Mia, what's up?
You haven't called in a while.
Well, actually, there's something I want to hold on to you for me.
Again, what is it this time?
It's a clock.
There you go, you got your information.
Miss April May, you used to wiretap to listen to this conversation. Doesn't seem you need to think it's a clock. Am I wrong?
I.
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an
I
answer.
am amused.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up, all of you. You liar. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Crying noises.
Ugh.
Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? A tippy tapping irrelevant. Tip tap my toes.
Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hard to call that irrelevant.
While this court does not condone an offensive tone of voice, he has a point.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course I can and will.
I need my drink.
You can't be serious, no way.
Ugh. Wait, I say, wait!
service?
Iced coffee. You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and you have regular cold coffee.
Oh, it's coffee.
I think I'm making this up.
Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was at the scene at the time of the murder.
That's not what we asked. We asked while you were tapping the phone. It's got nothing to do with what we just fucking asked.
It's Edgeworth, Phil. So where does that leave us? It is my greatest pleasure to inform you... Wait, wrong voice. That the witness appears to be tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder. There we go. I think that's the voice I'm going to go with. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Pick one.
There's something suspicious here. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
I think you've done it quite long enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy.
Oh, we've hit something. Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fay. That is my condition.
Fuck off, you can't just make those conditions.
Yes, he can, he's Edgeworth.
No, you can't. Understood. I accept your condition.
Humph. Just humph. Fool, you fell right into my trap.
And wait.
Very well, the court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. He brought the plate and everything. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'll be happy at service. The tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness to begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the Fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe we received a call around 8 in the sneeze. Don't.
In the sneezing.
I nearly fucking snorted some snot. I brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. The fucking bellboy wants to get in her pants. Wait, no. That's we should play Kid Icarus. I'm shit at that game.
Bellboy.
Why, anything required of me. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I check Miss May in personally.
Are you always so prim?
Mr. Wright! You are refrained from asking frivolous questions. Oh, after this recording session, I've got to show you something.
No.
I found the best Donkey Kong Country song to ever exist.
Are you sure it's Miss May on the phone?
Absolutely, sir.
How can you be so certain?
I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all of her stunning radiance, I also heard her voice. And then I saw them and, the point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then?
Well, hang on a minute. We're just gonna fucking glance over that?
Yes, for a little bit.
It's bullshit. 9 on the dot, you say?
Yes, I confirmed that to her several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, I'd like an iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. I think you missed the statement.
You were sure it was Miss May herself?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Whoops, that was yours. Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely, sir. It was embarrassing manners around mine. Wait, endearing. Wrong word, Will.
How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought her the room service, sir, the guests, favoured me with her, embraces,
Embrasser? Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir. Not a French kiss, sir. More like a peck on the cheek.
Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanour, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir.
It's no good.
Tisk, tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you must rather tedious cross-examination here.
What?
Your Honour, I must object. This charade of justice has gone long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all. You better make this count, Phil.
Check-in, room service, bed making.
Think about all the details from all the places you've been to.
All the places I've been to.
Yeah.
Her checking in, would that be relevant? Not really. Well, I don't get what's got to do with Mr. Grosswater or whatever the fuck.
Look, Grossberg isn't important at this
Grossberg.
point.
Okay, so he's not important.
Not right now, anyway.
Room service, it is suspicious that she was asking room service directly at 9 o'clock. Bed making. What would be the significance of bed making?
Jack shit.
I think it's room service.
What? You don't think it's room
I
service?
think it is.
Well, then click it, see what you get.
Tell me again about room service.
Again, sir? At exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered room service to Miss May. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall.
I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive?
Yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know, and we don't skimp on the ice, sir.
What did you say?
Rather quite.
Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Oh, yes, you see,
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention.
Ah, yes, quite indeed. It was the good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Ugh! You fool!
done it. I've won.
Ha!
Not quite, buddy. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room.
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we've just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person?
You. Simple. It was... Didn't you say it was fucking Mr. Edgeworth?
No, it's not Edgeworth. I don't know why they do this sometimes. It's just an idiot test to see if you've been paying attention. I guess. Ugh.
What? This man himself was an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
Ugh! Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of my affair. Whoops, wrong person. That other one's dead. Ugh. Mr. Wright, you are amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
Then again, the other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and his trembling lips. He sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see. Aline?
The man with this May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center right now. I may go down and see her there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Says...
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm counting on you.
As a full record of April May's testimony, I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck.
Yeah, you got the testimony of hers.
I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Mine doesn't belong at the detention centre. It's up to me to set her free.
No, give me the controller so you don't press buttons.